Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali, and today we're doing a class called Sourcing from Within in the Elongation Limb Strength series. A few words about sourcing from within, and we'll begin with the same style class. Those classes are going to be evergreen. If you don't want to do them now, just do the rest of the schedule that involves no weights. But there will be a time where you are gonna want to use the classes with props, so they will be there for you on the website. In this current timeline or ascension time, and I think I almost don't want to use the words ascension anymore or any of those kind of common words, because they have been tainted, they've been overused and used so much that they just kind of sound almost cliche and hippie and overused and almost kind of joking and inappropriate. But at the same time, it is a powerful time that we are moving through. And one of the most important advice you will ever receive, and I believe that with the entirety of my heart, is to move from the inside out, to source from within, to look within, to have inner guidance, to build a relationship with yourself where the guidance comes from within. If anybody tells you to outsource your own power, your own intuition, your own awareness, your own knowing, they are misleading you. And it's as simple as that. And that doesn't mean that you're never going to look for advice, for help, for guidance, for knowledge, for any of those things from outside, but you're just going to have to rely exclusively and learn to rely on your intuition and the people that teach you how to be intuitive, how to be in tune with yourself. Those are going to be the more important people in your life, guides or whatever you want to call them, teachers, etc. I've always thought that it's not a catchy thing to teach, because people like gurus, people like are attracted to people who seem to know what they're talking about, people that seem confident, people that seem that they have the answers for you, right? That always seems a little better than someone that tells you you're going to have to find it within. But that is the true knowledge. It is not easy to achieve, and that's why we're continuously doing it together. I'm very dedicated to continue with this kind of building of knowledge. It is a process, it is a continuous journey, it is something that we have to dedicate our lives to. There is no secret potion, secret remedy, secret thing that is just going to snap you into it, because it's the work we put into it. It is the dedication we put into it. So sourcing from within is going to require us to have this relationship with ourselves that allows us to feel, to know, to experience from a higher place, to know our inner truth. I have probably 100 classes dedicated to this theme from different angles. So they're going to be called different things, because it's looking at the same thing from a different lens, perspective, etc. But I have told you this before. I remember when I first got into yoga and I had very deep, powerful sessions. And one time I strongly was hearing that almost like an inner voice. It wasn't an external voice, but it was almost like the inside voice of my higher self that said, it's all one. So that is the core of the message. We're going to unify within and source from within if we want to move forward in this ascension. Everything else is going to draw us down into the mud, into the greedy areas of consciousness, where we feel victimized. The victimhood paradigm is very sticky, very muddy, very greedy. You can't heal from it because you externalize the pain or the causation of the pain. So now you don't own anything anymore. So you can't own the solution either, the healing either. And then there is all the looking for healers, and it becomes this process of continuous, almost lying to ourselves. It is very intense, and just drag down yourself through intensity, through getting your booty kicked, when you actually shake off the lies you tell yourself. We all do, and it's a process, but it is so important, so imperative to not fall for the cultural lies right now, and to really own your own story, your own path. Not in the sense of self-beating and everything is your fault, no. It's more that you own the things that happen, because consciousness is profoundly harmonious. Everything is wrapped into action and reaction to that action. So something that we needed is happening to us, or something that we did is creating the ricochet effect, whether it was conscious, unconscious, etc. And everything is teaching us a lesson. It is very difficult to accept it and to think that way, but that's how we also find the solutions and the way up, climbing out of the lower frequencies of thought, where we're stuck in the areas of guilt and self-punishment and victimhood and shame and all of those frequencies, and fear, and climbing out, possibly with anger being the first emotion that is out of those lowest ones into acceptance. So anger, acceptance. We can't stay in anger for long. Long staying in anger will damage the liver, will damage the gallbladder. It also could be a whole nother spiral on its own. So anger in the sense of giving you a sense of feeling of the action you need to take. That is kind of the positive anger, this positive quality of anger. It's like the positive angle of the Mars energy is impulse for action. It is knowing that it's time to make a move. Learning always will culminate in some form of action. We can't sit and expect things to just kind of fall into place. We are always asked to take action. Healing is very unique and very strange, because for everybody it will happen in a different way. Sometimes you have to create the inner alignment of love, and a tool will be presented to someone who will tell you about something that is an external tool, but you've created the alignment for it. Sometimes it will be letting go of the tension. Sometimes it will be a memory that will pop, and as you process it, you process the holding pattern. You process the tension in the body that holds the pain. It stores it in a certain area that manifests as pain, injury, etc. Sometimes it's just, there is no way of saying how different people will heal, because everybody will have a different path. But sometimes, the healing of the soul is the disease itself, because the soul needs that experience in order to advance itself. And speaking of climbing up the ladder, and neither emotion is bad, but it's just the stagnancy of emotion becomes quote unquote bad. So once we get into anger and acceptance, then we move into gratitude. Seeing the pain as the teacher, seeing the stuckness, seeing whatever we thought as our curse from a lens, in perspective of gratitude, that we needed it in some way, in some profound way we needed it. And all of those contemplations turn everything from the outside, from everybody being responsible for our pains, to we seeing ourselves as the center of our own universe, because everything exists only if we're there to perceive it. And that's not to say it's not real, but it's also very fluid in the sense of there is a perceiver that perceives that reality. And it becomes trickier from there, because the perceiver also begins to create it, right? So everything is in this multi-layered, multi-dimensional universe, where we're not just bystanders, we're not just victimized by everything, but we're also actively creating. So if we fall into the victimization, we create from that place. So everything becomes more and more painful, right? And we feel weaker and weaker. We feel helpless. And as we begin to climb out of that mentality, we consciously begin to create. So it's really, really important to shift from the victimhood into the ownership. Not because everything is your fault. I have to say that because a lot of things that happen in our life are not the painful, and they're not necessarily our fault, but as long as we feel victimized by them, we cannot heal them. We cannot heal them, and that is very important to understand. If we want to reside in a place of harmony with our environment, in our relationships with the universe, with our finding our soul journey that is to our advancement, that is an ascending journey, that is an enlightening journey. We're moving forward with Earth. We have to clear the greedy, muddy parts of our psyche so that we can move forward and feel whole, feel healed. In one layer of our existence, we're already healed and whole, and we have to align with that expression of ourselves, because there is a lot of expressions of us that exist simultaneously, and we have to align with the one that's healed and whole, and that is our higher, let's say, expression, because the highest would be the unified one, the oneness, and that is probably a long journey from here, because we're to have a lot more fun, and the fun will take us through certain adversities. I think humanity is headed for a lot of adversities. That doesn't mean you personally in your timeline you're gonna experience them, but there is a lot of chaos all around us, and we have to reside in the heart and move forward with faith and love and trust and connection to the divine, and be okay if we're shaken out of our connection, because we will be, but we will have the tools to come back always to our practice, to ourselves, to the experience of self-love, which is really God's love. Once we realize the love that is the universal love, we're part of it. And that love becomes undeniable experience. We cannot be out of it, because then we would be out of alignment, out of truth, out of connection to the divine. And we always reconnect to that love, and we're always love. We're never out of sorts, out of place, misunderstood, mismatched, etc., because we're in this existence of unification where we're part of this love, and the experience we're having are not punishments. They are things that in a very expanded way we have chosen because we needed to expand, to soften the heart, to develop faith, to develop higher connection, etc. It's a funky journey here on Earth, and we're in for the long run, so might as well begin to soften, begin to have fierce love within, a soft heart, right? We are dedicated to our journey, to our love. And when I say everything comes from within, that is something that is very hard to put into words, because it is so simple, and when it's fully and profoundly understood, the words kind of don't do it justice. I have realized it in layers and layers and layers and layers and layers, deeper and deeper in my on my journey, and each layer seems to be as deep as it can be, and then another layer is as deep as it can be, not higher or lower or anything like that. They're just profound epiphanies, and epiphanies cannot be put into words, because they sometimes are extremely simple, like something so profoundly simple that when you say it, everybody is like there is like duh, but the deeper, profound, expansive realization of it is just beyond the words. So if you focus on just contemplating sourcing from within, that will take you on a journey, and it will be a very profound journey. So I invite you to deepen that journey. I'm sure you're on that journey already because you're here, but keep deepening that journey, keep contemplating even the words. And let's begin, and let's flow with love, strength, and ease. For today's class, you will prepare your weights, ankle weights, optional, you can always skip the ankle weights, some form of hand weights, dumbbells. It can be cables, it can be bands, the stretch bands that I use, and just kind of be creative with, you can thread the bands through here and do different kind of creative moves. But if you have dumbbells, even if it's water bottles, use them, because resistance training is very important. It helps with bone mass. I still, in the sense of what is most important, it's always body weight. It's most appropriate for your body, for your joints, etc. I love the gym, but the gym can wear on the joints, because we are meant to move functionally. So machines, they're good for chiseling certain muscle, but body weight is where it is at, as for longevity exercise, or exercise that has longevity itself. The exercise is something that is long term. All right, we're going to elongate, reach over the head and take a few deep breaths here. Feel the breath as this internal-external connection that links you and weaves you into the universal mind, into the universal love. Let's reach to one side, opposite side. One more time. And again. And here I want you to draw a circle, elongating, so the circle will elongate your obliques, the side of the body. So be slow here and breathe, elongating, as if you're lifting in a spiral rather than in just drawing a circle. Let's change direction. Feel it elongating as you continue. And release the arms out, shake the arms, and do some beginner dropping onto your heels. So you're gonna feel the reverberation. Trampoline is very good for the lymph. This reverberation is very good also for the lymph, but also for the bones and joints. All right. Let's do balancing and reverberation. So some form of a tree pose, and you can hold on to something and do the same thing, but just one leg, soft knee. Opposite side. And release. All right, hip circles. Reverse. Hip figure eight, so now you're going to weave it. Feel the breath as this love, internal love bath. The prana, the consciousness within the air is loving you. or it is built out of love. All right, now it's gonna be the same but with the other hip leading. The greatest gift we can give to humanity is giving humanity a healed us, a healed I, a healed self. A whole self. Inhale, reach, exhale, dive. Inhale, look ahead. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Chaturanga. Down dog. Inhale the right leg up, step it through. High lunge. Clasp, reach over to the right and really lengthen that tailbone, feel the psoas, the hip flexor. Look up. Step at the front in warrior three with the arms out like an airplane. Hold it. Left arm to left ankle, dancers. Twist, right hand to left knee or foot, whichever way. Twist. And here we're going to take a plie. I'm going to turn my back on you and hop here, or just do little poses, whichever way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and plank. Chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, down dog. Nice deep ujjayi breath. Inhale the left leg up, step it through, high lunge. And reach over to the left as if every breath reaches deeper into your, spreads further out into your nervous system, peripheral nervous system, the cells, bathe you from within with information, prana. Warrior three, arms out. Level the hips, flex the foot. Grab your ankle. Dancers. To a twist. To a plie. Here you will either pulse or hop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Chaturanga. Down dog. Inhale the right leg up, step it up. High lunge. Again, one more. Stretch to the side. Lengthen. Here we're technically lengthening the front of the body, but counts. It counts. It's not a side elongation, but it's also something we really need because we tend to shorten the front of the body. Warrior 3. Coming up into tree pose. You can try and close your eyes and find stability within. Stability within your mind. Is your mind fluttering? Stability within the breath. I find that when I'm well slept, balancing is fantastic. Very important to focus on sleep, to really create very good sleep. We have different needs. I, for myself, know 8.5 hours is my kind of golden spot. And sometimes it's 9 hours. And if I get a few nights of 9 hours, then I can have a day of 6. So you gotta find that thing for you and really prioritize sleep. All right. From here, we're going to glide that left foot on top of the right. Left arm forward, right arm up, cross. Sit back. And keep your cross in the hands. We're going to take a Warrior 3. Transitional into lunge and lift here to open the back of the shoulders. Excellent. All right, let's do a few circles here. So you're going to just lead with the elbows to open up that area here. And you can, if you feel somewhere tight in those muscles, you can open the thumb, pointing it backward and tap here. All right. Lower the left hand down, take the right arm up, twist here. Side plank, hold. And plank, up dog. Down dog. Left leg up. Step it through. High lunge. And again, reach to the left. Really lengthen here. Everything here should feel like it's opening slowly. With stretching, we want to slowly. I see kids can jam into massive stretches, but after a certain age, we should just sneak up on it. I remember I could just jump into splits no matter what, like in a cold weather. Now I wouldn't do that. Warrior 3. Tree pose. Spread your toes open. There are your grippers here. There are your little duck feet. Spread them as wide as you can. Press your right foot into the left thigh. That gives you extra stability, stabilizes the pelvis. If you want to close the eyes, do these two things first. Duck feet, let's call them duck feet because they're so cute. Pelvic stability with the foot. And now a steady steady mind, steady breath. Everything becomes still. Beautiful. All right, let's go for it. Right leg over the left, right arm forward, left arm up. Sit back and soften the back of the shoulders. Unwrap, warrior three. So the arms are still wrapped. Step it back, high lunge, and reach back, soften the back of the shoulders. And a few elbow circles with the front of the shoulders, chest, stretching and opening. You can massage it. Or tap it. All right, right arm down, left arm up, twist. And side plank. Plank, knees down, and we're gonna do a few wave-like moves. Instead of cat-cow here, move through it like a wave. And let's lower down onto the elbows, plank. Take a forearm plank, spread the fingers open, and we're going to open here and lower and open on the other side and lower. Now take the right arm forward, left arm forward. Repeat, right forward, left forward. And yogic squat. I want to include yogic squat in every single class of this series. I pretty much include it in 80% of classes, maybe 70, maybe 90, I don't know. I do include it. It's a powerful pose. It's a stretch, a strengthener for the groin, pelvis, pelvic floor. It has a lot to do with breath and jaw. Pelvis is connected to the jaw. And we must not lose the capacity, quality to squat. It's a survival thing amongst functional move. All right, so speaking of squats, we're gonna do an interval here. Squat on the outside, squat on the inside, about hip width apart, don't come in too close. Squat out, squat in, squat out, squat in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Spinny squats now. jump and land on the other side. You don't have to go deep, but here and there you can if you want to. Jump and give it a good spin and a good hop if you can. I like the deep squat in between here for this class. The lower you jump from, the more you engage the top of the quads. All right, time for the ankle weights. Keep them if you don't have them. I hope if you don't have ankle weights, you're still doing these classes. I have to remember to say this in the write-up because they're just fabulous without those moves. We're gonna work on the booty. Onto knees and elbows. And let's begin with the difficult move here. So we're going to diagonally lift the knee and straighten and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to lift the heel, bend the knee, try to keep your leg parallel to the floor, and let's straighten and bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I want you to do heel pumps, heel poses. 20 of them right here. 1, just at the very top of the move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're in constant tension here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more to make it 30. It's a small move for this area. Fabulous. Opposite side. 1, straighten out diagonally. 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's straighten the leg in the bent position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 30 pulses right at the top, and even at the bottom of the pose you're still in tension, in flexion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 30. All right. Let's do the inner thigh targeted. So in general, we do inner thigh in all our jumps, and it's far better than just the small moves, but the small moves are fun, more restful, more targeted. 1, 2, 3. So don't worry if we don't do this particular move, we're always working on the inner thigh. 9, 10. Whew. So now we're gonna bend and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof. Just a little break. All right, so now we're gonna bring the knee out and extend. All right, opposite side. Lifts with the heel up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extension and bending and extending. And now we're going to drop the knee, extend. It's a little more exaggerated of a move. Let me do it this way. Drop, extend, drop, extend. 3, 4. It's also up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's do a little bit of Pilates booty. We're already doing it with the leg lifts, but we're gonna do here laying on the side, toes down, heel up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. We always have a random balloons here, so it's always a special occasion. 1, opposite side. 2, 4, 6, 7. All right, bend the knee and extend. 1, 2, kind of almost leaning your top hip, left in this case, forward, so you're slightly forward. 1 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do it on the other side. 1, 2, 3. This body is profound. We often feel that the body is either an expression of the soul, a reflection of the soul, a mirror of the soul, a consequence, a dirty thing, a material thing. There's all this stuff, but it's really the soul in its current evolutionary expression in this particular time frame, timeline. Now, time is an interesting concept because it's a function of how the mind operates in this dimension. They even say of gravity. So we don't only exist in this time, we simultaneously are the highest expression of ourselves, but also we have our current work, and the current work the body personifies in perfected way the soul's current expression, evolutionary accomplishment, right? So we have to really befriend it with all its flaws, with the things we have to work and soften and accept, and all of those things are just our own expansion. So working on the body deepens our connection with the soul, because they are the same thing. Yet in the mind is where the separation begins, because the mind is very, very, the way we call it, the ego, is a part of that forgetting of this experience here. Also it's meant to be that way. We're meant to forget so that we can go through that journey. But anyways, it's a big subject. Let's do a few more spin jumps, but this time more in in the snowboarder ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab your weights. We're gonna do a quick session so that we'll keep it quick. Stepping onto the right leg, stepping the left leg out in a side lunge with the triceps, opposite side. Let's go. 1, triceps. 2, triceps. All right, now combo between deadlift and squat. Deadlift that looks like a squat, because it is. Squat that looks like a squat. Deadlift. You are gonna keep a very straight back, and you're gonna guide your weights parallel and close to your shins. Squat, it's further back. You're sitting back. This is leaning forward, squatting back. Similar but different. The main thing is straight back. We're almost done. We're gonna stretch. All right, let's stretch. Forward fold. Twist. Keep your feet a little wider than hip width. Apart, heels down, heels digging into the floor. Twist to the side and behind you, hands behind you, head behind you. Opposite. Heels stay on the floor. All right. Right foot into the inner thigh, forward fold. Change. Let's twist. Left foot on the outside, or it can be on the inside of the extended right foot. Reach, twist, lengthen. Opposite sides. Soles of the feet together. Legs out. Forward fold with flexing the feet. side to side. Lay down, bridge pose. And a little bit body here before we close up. Step onto your right foot in the bridge alignment. Feet forward. Duck feet, let's call them. Toes spreading. And press your elbows down for extra support. And you're gonna lift here and extend that left foot. Try to keep the hips level. And we're gonna bring the knee in and extend. Bring the knee in, extend, stretch the psoas. Keep the other hip lifted. And opposite side, lots of hamstrings here too. Feel your lower belly in particular. It's a mild move, but it is engaging the lower belly. All right, drop the knees to the right, head facing to the left, change. And lay down for Shavasana, Pre-Shavasana, let's call it, because we're gonna do plow. Pre-Shavasana, so let go here. For 3 breaths. Feel yourself with each breath sinking deeper through the floor, becoming more of yourself or more turned inwardly towards yourself. Your inner universe is the entire universe. Everything is a fractal of the entirety. So within you can enter the entire cosmos, the entire universe from the inner route. That's probably the main route actually. Everything else is learning. Once we harness the power within, we absolutely expand into our evolved self. We evolve. All right, gently bring your knees in, straighten your legs, reach back, plow. Shoulder stand. Lower down, and we're going to crisscross the legs here. 1, 2, 3. Scissor the legs, hands forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, and we're gonna do toe dips with the lower back on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Lay down in Shavasana, letting go. And you can do a meditation where you enter through either the heart or the third eye. I'm not gonna guide you because I want you to do your own thing here. And enter inwardly, enter within, enter into the area of that which is witnessing all of this. So which is this, or the person, the consciousness that is witnessing everything that you're experiencing? Where's the witness? Where is the witness part of you? And stay here, allowing yourself to flow with love. strength, and ease. Namaste.